Switzerland under threat of being added to the European Union's money laundering blacklist amid Credit Suisse leak. Today's news: Credit Suisse lashed out at concerted effort to discredit the bank as a massive data leak revealed that lenders' accounts had been used by clients involved in serious crimes such as money laundering and other things. European People's Party (EPP) urged the EU to review its ties with Switzerland and consider if the country should be added to the bloc's money laundering blacklist amid fallout from a huge leak of Credit Suisse banking data. The leak, dubbed Swiss Secrets, quote unquote, contained info that one of the world's most iconic private banks managed accounts for human rights abusers, fraudsters, businessmen who were placed under sanctions, and others. Now, Markus Ferber, Economic Affairs Coordinator for EPP, the largest political group of the European Parliament, said in a statement on Monday that when Swiss banks fail to apply international anti-money laundering standards properly, Switzerland itself becomes a high-risk jurisdiction. He said, when the list of high-risk third countries in the area of money laundering is up for revision next time, the European Commission needs to consider adding Switzerland to that list. Wow, this is really bad news for Switzerland. Now, the EPP's Economic Affairs Coordinator added that the bank privacy laws must not become a pretext to facilitate money laundering and tax evasion, arguing that the Swiss Secrets findings point to massive shortcomings of Swiss banks when it comes to the prevention of money laundering. Ferber said apparently Credit Suisse has a policy of looking the other way instead of asking difficult questions. Switzerland's government did not comment on EPP's call, only arguing that the country meets international standards when it comes to exchanges of tax information, as well as the fight against money laundering and corruption and other things. Now, the claims followed Credit Suisse stating that it strongly rejects the allegations and inferences about the bank's purported business practices. The bank asserted that the matters uncovered by reporters were largely historical and based on selective information taken out of context, resulting in tendentious interpretations of the bank's business conduct. And the bank underlined that it took allegations of due diligence failure seriously and would go ahead with its own investigations with an internal task force referring to robust data protection and data leakage prevention controls in place to protect Credit Suisse clients. The financial institution hit out that at what is described as a concerted effort to discredit not only the bank, but the Swiss financial marketplace as a whole, which has undergone significant changes over the last several years. Now, about the Swiss Secrets leak, the response came amid a scandal over a whistleblower leaking data to the German newspaper Süddeutsche Zeitung on more than 18,000 bank accounts estimated to be worth more than $100 billion. The leak pertained to personal, shared, and corporate accounts opened from the 1940s up to the 2010s. In a statement published by the newspaper, the source explained what was hidden behind their decision to leak the information over the year, saying, "I believe the Swiss bank secrecy laws are immoral." According to the whistleblower, he said, "The pretext of protecting financial privacy is merely a fig leaf covering the shameful role of Swiss banks as collaborators of tax evaders," the whistleblower said. After the German newspaper shared the data with the non-profit journalist group Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, as well as almost 50 media organizations around the world, including The Guardian, Le Monde, and New York Times, they spent months meticulously studying the information. And their probe suggests Credit Suisse bank accounts had been used by clients involving in serious crimes. I'm not going to go into them, but of course, money laundering, tax evasion, corruption. According to the inquiry, account holders included a Yemeni spy chief, Venezuela's former vice energy minister Nervis Villalobos, and the son of former Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak. This is on Sputnik News by Oleg Barunov. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.